Hi, we're Joel and Lia, and this video is all about what British people think of the Britney Spears drama.
Oh my gosh, we've been meaning to do this for such a long time.
I know, and then when the documentary came out, we were like, perfect timing, let's both watch it, and then let's share our thoughts to each other on camera and with you guys.
We managed to find an illegal copy.
Is it still not available in the UK?
I'm not sure, I think it might be, but on like, well, it was on Hulu, wasn't it? And then I don't know if it's available in the UK. At the time it wasn't.
No, someone sent a link around, I mean.
Yeah, and who were we to deny that?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We wanted to give it a watch. And oh my gosh, like I had no feelings towards Britney really, other than like I liked her music when I was younger, and like, but I didn't really know what was going on. And so the documentary has just solidified me as a huge Britney fan.
I know, it's crazy. I think like a few years ago when stuff started trending about Britney, and remember ages ago when it was like, leave Britney alone. Like I think majority of people that weren't connected or, you know, interested in her that much were kind of just like, okay, this is just funny in a way, but my gosh, how our opinions have all been changed as this eye-opening documentary was sort of like put out there. And I think the overall response, especially from people we've spoken to and each other, is just like shock. Just complete shock.
I just can't believe it's allowed. We should probably say, if you haven't watched it, go watch it if you can. Basically, the very short bottom line of it is that Britney's dad is the conservator of Britney's whole entire estate. So he controls her finances, he controls what jobs she accepts and what jobs she doesn't accept and stuff. Actually, I think she has the power still to turn down work. And what's happened now is that Britney is refusing to work until the conservator gets changed, because she's said that she doesn't want her dad to be the conservator, and people aren't listening to her wishes. The judges are not ruling in her favour.
So way back when it all started kicking off, it seems that Britney was deemed medically unable to sort of make decisions for herself. And this all comes with like the breakdown of relationships, breakdown of her mental health, hounding from the media. Like there's kind of been this overwhelming reveal that everything that's happened to her was because of the way the media and the people, she became a running joke. Like the shaved head and everything. Like they put in clips from like TV shows and like comedy panel shows and paps, and it just seems like she had such a rough ride of it, and she was like the butt of loads of jokes. It's just really, really sad what has happened to her, and she's now like kind of still under the, not guidance, but under the control of her father. Which is so sad, because the documentary doesn't portray him as a very nice man at all. No. He seems quite money grabbing.
Well, they have stories from people in their life, in the Spears family life, that are even saying that all he was ever interested in was Britney's money, and that the only time he went to visit Britney and her mum, when he was there, like one of the family friends was like, the only thing I heard him say about it was, I hope she can buy me a boat one day, or something like that.
I remembered that comment too. Yeah, she's gonna buy me a boat one day, or something like that, a yacht. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like this is horrendous. Like it clearly, the documentary portrays that her mum is quite supportive, like very, very supportive of her. Actually, you know, she's not from LA, she's not from New York, she's from a smaller town. Can't remember where.
Can't remember where either. But
sorry, we'll put it on screen. The name of where she's from, and you know, the commute to all of these like auditions and meetings, meet with producers, and like this exciting life that happened to her age from 15, I think, or from even younger.
And being sexualized from that young age. Like as soon as she started her career, she was starting to get all this unwanted male attention.
And I think that like it's just crazy to see how that can affect essentially a child. And now she's in her like, what's she now? 40s. She's in her 40s.
Nearly. I think she's coming up to 39 or something. Or maybe she's 40.
She is 40. And I think, you know, maybe if you follow her on social media, you've seen her media posts, but they are alarming.
So do you think, because there are some people that think that the posts are a cry for help, they're secret messages, she's not actually crazy, she's just pretending to be. But then there are the people like me that I think she probably is a little bit crazy, but because of all the because of the meds, because of the way she's been treated, the way that the media have hounded her, surely that affects your brain. And so I don't know, what do you think? Do you think she is actually crazy, or do you like, I'm made that way, it's not her fault, or do you think that it's an act and she's like trying to send messages to people?
I kind of think that there's an element of sending messages out to people with the Instagram posts and the really strange behaviour that we see. But who obviously I'll never know. There's a podcast that's out and they analyse all of Britney's Instagram posts and captions, and there was a time where she was silent for a really long time, and these two girls that are mentioned in the documentary start this podcast and they break down and analyse all the posts. And you know what I'm like, Joel, I love a conspiracy, or I just love that there's another story going on underneath. For some reason it just gets me really like, must find out.
Yeah.
What is it? So yeah, I do feel really, really sorry for her.
I do. Well, I think if she is struggling with her mental health, I hope she is getting help from people. But I imagine in some ways, if her dad's her conservator, he probably doesn't want her to get mental health help because he profits from her being in an unstable mental state.
Yeah, and like that strange clip where they accept her on a job and it's the first thing she's done in ages, and it's in Vegas. Yes. She shows up, all the media are there, everyone thinks it's going to be this huge comeback moment. And doesn't she just show up for like 5 minutes and then he makes her go? Walks on and walks off. That was weird.
And I think they said something, I can't remember the exact figures, but it was something like she earned like £350,000 per show in the LA residency, and her dad gets a like 2% fee or something on every show. So it's not just that he controls her finances and says what she can and can't spend. He has profited off of it. He's earned an income from her
by being her agent / manager.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, basically, yes.
Basically being her. Well, he gets the fee because of being the conservator.
Conservator, yeah, and in charge of her estate, or he gets like a chaperone fee or something like that.
It's a lot of money, even if it's 2% of these big amounts. Yeah. It's still a lot of money.
It is a lot.
She probably doesn't even have access to the fees she is making.
Yeah. But the only control I think she still has, if I remember correctly, is that she can turn down work. I don't think she's allowed to accept a job without his approval, but she can refuse to do it. And they're saying that that is what she's doing now. She's refusing to work at all, which means he's not going to earn money until it's changed.
And now that the documentary's out, there's more attention to the whole subject. There's more people watching it, putting pressure on, putting eyes on for these men that are like the puppeteers of her life.
Why is it always middle-aged white men that are like doing these things? Stop. I'm never going to be like that.
Stop. No, because you're forward thinking. You're with the times. It's these... Oh, it drives me mental.
It is mental. Well, I hope that she gets the ruling, because isn't the case sort of ongoing and they keep contesting it, and hopefully he can just get lost.
It's like she started as a child. She had this like rise to fame. She had her moments. She had her breakdown, and now she's a child again under the control of her parents.
And that's the thing. Was it even a breakdown? Because she said the reason she shaved her head was not what the media said and saying she's having a mental breakdown. No. She's like, I just want men to stop looking at me and stop touching me and stop treating me like a product. Yeah. So maybe it wasn't a mental breakdown.
No,
they just
like
told it was
a cry for help. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have called that like a mental breakdown.
But that's what the media has pushed. So of course we think, oh, Britney, she had a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
But did she? Or is that just what the media have pushed?
She's actually like, just stop sexualizing me. Yeah. I'm not a sexual object. Even in those interviews where she's very young, doesn't one of the interviewers comment on like her breasts or something? Or
she's like 17 and he's like, oh, there's something that people are dying to talk about, and she's like, how, what? And he's like, your breasts. But how inappropriate.
How is that okay? It's
so
awful,
bad,
isn't it? I mean, there's lots of other celebs that this has happened to. There's that Lindsay Lohan clip. Yeah. Shared it on Twitter. You must have seen it. Awful. She's on the couch with that guy.
Someone Letterman.
Yeah, David Letterman. Sorry. And he's like constantly referring to her like a rough patch of mental health state and like rehab, and like she's just like, can we not talk about this? Yeah. Like I wouldn't agree to talk about it. She handles it so well.
Yeah, she does.
But it just makes you think like, I can't stand this guy. Why are you doing that? Stop doing that. Yeah. You're clearly just doing it for views. Like just stop. Yeah. Oh, horrible. Anyway.
It is horrible.
He probably regrets that now because he's always with the times. He's interviewed the Kardashian Kim, hasn't he? We watched it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We watched him interview the Kardashian.
Yeah. On the big stage on her documentary thing, the interview.
Yeah. And it was really funny because Kim said that her sister asked who's David Letterman, and he was like, oh, because it was like, I'm going on Letterman, and she was like funny. Young Gen, she must be Gen Z or Millennial, was like, who's Letterman? I don't know that guy or care for him. Like, what?
That's so funny. That's the biggest like F you to someone that big. Just be like, who are you?
Who are you? This is really off topip, but we love a tangent here on Joel Lia, and if you love tangents, please click subscribe if you're enjoying. You know how TikTok is huge?
Yes.
Well, think of the name. Think of the name TikTok, right?
TikTok.
Well, I was looking for songs on TikTok, so I said, okay, Google. So I don't want to trigger off anyone's Google, but I said, okay, Google, play TikTok songs. Because I wanted to play the trending TikTok songs so I could hear them. And it started playing TikTok by Kesha. TikTok on the clock, never going. And I was like, she coined the term TikTok.
That's amazing.
Like 10 years ago, before it was the name of an app. It just blew my mind.
I wonder how many plays she's got just based on people saying that.
Yeah, play TikTok songs, and it's like playing TikTok by Kesha. I was like, dear, wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
So good.
I mean, even the TikTok generation won't even know that song because it was like when we were young. Well,
we think we're old now because we've discovered that Gen Z made fun of millennials, our generation, for using the cry laughing emoji, and they said you can tell you're a millennial if you use
the cry laughing emoji when like the eyes are like crying, and
I felt so offended. So offended by that because apparently Gen Z use the coffin or the like skull and crossbones.
The skull. Yeah.
So we've started doing that now because we want to be young.
Oh, completely. Like I use when I'm like, haha, that's so funny, I'm dead. I try not to use crying laughing anymore. Yeah. Unless it's with mutual people that like get it. We're like we all cry after each other. But that when we're older, people will be like, oh god, it's such a millennial thing.
Yeah, our kids will be like, oh, my mum and dad are just sending me cry laughing emojis. Stop! You don't do that.
I know, but really, the generation above us, they even get that wrong because my dad sends cry laughing when something's sad. I'll be like really down today, and he sends the cry laughing because he's like crying for you. But I'm like, it just comes across so bad, Dad. It's like you're laughing at me.
Well, it's the same as lol. Like our parents' generation, like were like, oh, the kids are saying lol, let's say lol, and now it's like no one says lol anymore. Don't say lol.
I still say it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought the older people called it lots of love.
Lots of love, they do.
Lots of love.
Lol.
Remember being like teenagers?
I remember that.
I'm happy being us.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling very comfortable. I'm going to be 30 this year. Normally I was terrified. Now I'm 29. I'm like, oh, it's not that scary. I'm happy to be 30.
Can we all normalise like growing up and like normalise aging, normalise buying a house at like 30? Like we're not doing things early anymore. No. Normalise finding love in your 30s or 40s or 50s. Like it's just pressures of the world.
No rush.
How's this turned from Britney to like us at our aging? We're like, we're okay.
We're okay.
We are okay.
We love tangents, as you said. So if you do enjoy it, and if you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, press like, let us know in the comments what you thought to this whole Britney scenario, because we want to know your thoughts. And
let us know if you want us to do more chats on like the Lindsay one. And you said there's a documentary on.
There's going to be a Demi Lovato documentary coming out soon, and I love Demi Lovato. I know she's had a very troubled past, so I'm really interested to see a bit of the behind the scenes of that. I'm so nosy. This is something we're all so nosy. But then I don't feel bad because I'm like, Demi wouldn't have filmed it if she wasn't comfortable sharing it, so I don't feel bad.
Oh yeah. Don't feel nosy for watching like a Taylor Swift documentary or like Britney or like god no, I don't feel. It's like people going, oh, if you're already nosy watching Joel's vlogs, it's like, well, he wouldn't vlog it if he didn't want you to watch it.
Exactly. Yeah, like, so true.
We're fine. We're absolutely fine. Everyone's intrigued, and for anyone that's like, why do people even watch the Kardashians or anyone's? Why do you follow anyone's life? It's like, well, why don't you?
Well, yeah, why don't you? You're missing out.
You're missing out on fun
stuff. So much fun.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's good to be back, darling.
It is, isn't it? We're loving it.
To be back. Thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to all our members who make our lives so much better. Thank you for all your support on our channel. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can click the join button, which you might not be able to see on mobile, but you can see it on desktop, and it just allows you to have access to bonus videos on our channel.
Exactly.
So yeah, thanks to all the members that said they loved our random self-care video. They were like, this is so funny.
They were like, this is the funniest video you've done in ages, and I was like, really? We must have been on our A game that day.
I know, especially since it was the split screen video, because we were just like feeling really down about how hard it is to get the split screens to look good. You know what it's like on Zoom, it's just hard to have the same banter as you do in real life. So thanks for all your lovely comments, members. It really made our day.
Yeah, it did. And we love you, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Free Britney.
Free Britney.